Welcome back to Big Blue Fantasy. Today we're going to be looking at ADP. Fantasy football season is here, so make sure you like and subscribe. We're going to be looking at other platforms and other people who are offering ADP tier ranking of players, where they're projected to go. I'm going to see exactly how comfortable I am using them. I will give my own analysis. I'm going to do each one every single day or every now and then. Today we're going to be looking at Fantasypros. I'm going to look at Fantasy Headliners. There's going to be so many other platforms like Yahoo, Sleeper. There's so many other people that have their own tier list. I've also bought other people's things to see how accurate they are towards the end of the season. So stick around, make sure you like and subscribe. We're going to get it started right now. Like I said, Fantasypros, and we're going to see the order. They actually have everything put together. For example, they have JJ at 101. Majority of the sites actually have JJ at 101, and I think that is the right place for the guy to belong. He has earned the 101 spot. I don't think anybody else can take it. Throughout every single ADP or mock draft or anything I have seen, JJ is respectfully going at the right position. I think I have seen him slide to second or third in like mock drafts, and that's wild. Even last year, I took him. I think the highest I took him was 4th overall. I know there were people from like Fantasypros and that were actually going berserk about him and saying we need to take him 101. I think it was Jay from Fantasypros. I could be wrong. Erickson, do not listen to him. That guy misses on so much. CMC is going rightfully so where he belongs, as well as Chase. It's a toss-up depending on how you view this. Right now I have rankings in half PPR, so it can cater to both sides, standard and full point PPR. I think the rankings in PPR, half point PPR don't vary that much. Let's see. Okay, so they kind of do. They put Chase over the top over CMC. They also put other players up and down. So depending on what it is, what your league format is. So the difference in half point and full point is clearly there. You get Chase higher, you get other wide receivers, they get shot up. But it also depends on how your league drafts, honestly speaking. Like there's some leagues, especially the ones I'm in, they still value running backs more because running backs are really hard to make up the ground, especially if you have like a workhorse running back. For example, let's see who Fantasypros considers workhorse running backs. So they have their own tiers. So let's go through their tiers first, and we'll do running backs. CMC, Eckler, Bijan, and Nick Chubb. I understand Bijan is this new toy that everybody is excited about. And they're already claiming him to be the next great breakout running back because he fits the metric. The strength of schedule is easy. I think Atlanta has one of the easier schedules, especially in that division that's up for grabs. Anybody can grab it. So he's being already pushed up the draft boards, and everybody is like so hyped up to take him. I know this with the fantasy counselor. He says Bijan. He's obsessed with the dude. He will take him at the 101. I think that's crazy because a lot of things can happen. He could get 60-70% of the share and volume, and he could do every single thing that's given to him. But at the same time, if your offense is playing from behind, you're going to be passing more. I am sure they're not going to, let's just say they're getting blown out for like 20 points. They're not going to put him back there and risk injury for their best player. I think people are excited about his potential, but they also need to understand the surrounding pieces. I don't think Desmond Ridder, he could be good, but I don't think he's going to be good enough for the Falcons as a whole team to actually make some noise in NFL right now. They're still a young team. You have Carolina. You have a lot of teams in the division. It's Saints especially. I think Saints are going to win that division. I think they're favored to win that division. And rightfully so, because there's really no competition for them in that division. Tom Brady is gone. That means Buccaneers are not really going to be good. They lost Ryan Jensen. I would fade or drop Mike Evans, Godwin, and Rashad White at least a round or two now. It's nothing to their talent. I think they're still very uber talented, but I because of losing Ryan Jensen, and they were already ranked 27th in PFF O line. So losing their best player, especially somebody that is the make or break point, coming from a Giants fan, we know we haven't had a good center since the Super Bowl days when Sean O'Hara and everybody played. But right now, we got JMS, who is going to be way better. He is like Tipman, how Creed Humphreys is. Like, he is the next generational center. I feel it. I see it. He's going to be great. He's going to help Barkley a lot. I'm excited for that dude. So, Bijan, like coming back to tier 1, I don't think Bijan belongs there. Nick Chubb rightfully so does. And I'm going to say Barkley as well. Bijan being the rookie, this too much unknown. Put him in tier 2. Put him with like Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs, Tony Pollard, and we'll get back to that group next. Do I think they're in the tier 2? Let's talk about it. But I think you switch out Barkley for Bijan. Nick Chubb belongs there. Nick Chubb has no competition now. Kareem Hunt is gone. That means it's Nick Chubb's backfield with Watson moving. I think they will be better. I think he's going to have a great season. I don't know if he's going to finish running back 1. I know they're saying he's going to get more catches, but how many of them are going to be checkdowns? Because Watson loves running and he also loves throwing deep. I think Amari Cooper is going to have a great year. Elijah Moore, I think, is going to be good. Njoku is going to be good. Chubb is going to be good, but I don't feel Chubb is screaming like top 3. He's always finished in top 5. He's guaranteed to finish there. So if there are players I'm targeting, especially if you like running backs, anywhere from 4 to 12, I would definitely try to go Bijan, Chubb, or Barkley. These are the 3 that are going to go in round 1s. I'm taking them in round 1s. I have taken Barkley in almost every single league round 1. And I've taken him over Chubb and Bijan. Like, for me, my rankings, I have Barkley even higher than Eckler, higher than CMC too. Yes, biased Giants fan, but the reason why I do this is CMC, after Brock Purdy became the starting quarterback, he actually started targeting Kittle, started targeting IU. He started moving the ball. He also started running. And when Elijah Mitchell came back, CMC did take a dip in his points, and he has some competition. And there's a lot of ball to be spread around. Versus Giants, there's nobody behind Barkley. He is the majority leader of everything he does. Like, it is DJ and Barkley has at least 70-75%. He's going to get the passing down work. He is going to get all the bulk of the carry majority. He's going to get close to 300 touches. They're going to run him to the ground. In the contract year, because CMC got paid, I'm looking at contract year. Then you can also say, why not Eckler? Eckler already had 2 incredible years. He had over 100 catches last year. He has had double-digit touchdowns. But also, Herbert and that offense had no one. They were throwing to no-name wide receivers. But now they drafted a rookie in the first round. They could have gotten quarterback. They went straight up. Nope, QT. We're taking a clone of Mike Williams. And with Kellen Moore, they're going to be throwing a lot. And I really think Keenan Allen and Mike Williams are being slept on. And Herbert, we're going to get back to that topic later, but I put Barkley in tier 1, Bijan in tier 2. If you like Bijan in tier 1, go for it. I'm just going by what I want to see. Like, he can be amazing. He can finish running back 1 and prove everybody right and me wrong, but right now I am slowing down. I am not like so excited about him to be like, he is a must-want. Right after Barkley, I might consider it. And I also might consider over Nick Chubb, because Nick Chubb's first 4 games are very hard. I think he faces Jets, Bills, a lot of tough teams. So, no, or is that Breece Hall? I forget what running back, but there's some running backs that have a very tough beginning schedule. So now let's move on to tier 2, Tony Pollard. I am a little hesitant of Tony Pollard. One, he hasn't made... Everybody's very high on him. They're very, very high on him. And I feel this is a whole Courtland Cortland Sutton thing from last year. Cortland Sutton, if everybody remembers, they were taking him as high as round 3. Even Mike Williams, yo, they were so high on these players. And I don't know if Tony Pollard is going to be as electric or as dynamic as he was last year. He had so many efficient runs and he was really good. He was really fast. But again, I feel Cowboys are going to be more of a throwing team now. And last year, for some reason, they were very run heavy. So now Kellen Moore is gone. I don't know how he's going to be. And I know this other running backs that are not even close to his talent. But again, too much of an unknown. I would have Derrick Henry above him. I have Josh Jacobs above him. We already know what they can do. Derrick Henry, this dude, until he says I quit, I am going to think he's going to be rushing for 2K yards every single year. Don't doubt him. Josh Jacobs, last year's rushing leader. They really have... Who do they have behind him? Zamir White? Is it Zamir White? Whoever it is. It's Josh Jacobs and... What was it? How am I forgetting? Davante Adams. I cannot believe I just forgot Davante Adams' name. Davante Adams and Josh Jacobs. Those are the only two people that are in the entire team. Jimmy G, if there's one thing he's known for, sickest handoffs to running back. So Josh Jacobs, I think since he's back, draft away. Jonathan Taylor should be falling far. I mean, is this updated? Because where's Jonathan Taylor? Yep, he fell. Okay, so this is updated. Okay, so these are not that bad. Now you have tier 3. Ramondre, I think Ramondre should fall more. Zeke may be washed, but he is the type of back that Bill loves. He's big ass bruiser back, and he is going to fight for the short yards. And I feel that red zone, he might take a lot of... Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Zeke finishes with like 12 touchdowns and like 600 yards. Those are some things like Ramondre can do. I know with Damian Harris might be a little bit more talented. I'm not sure who has more juice. I think they both are equally the same. I just worry that Zeke is going to take something away from him. And I might have him below. Like, I have Najee a little higher. I know there's Jalen Warren, but I don't think Jalen Warren is... The draft capital they invested in Najee, they are going to use him for it. I have Najee higher. Travis Etienne I have higher. I also have Joe Mixon high. Joe Mixon, he's still in an incredible offense. If you're buying into Joe Burrow, if you're buying into Higgins, if you're buying into Chase, you need to buy into the workhorse running back that has nobody. Chris Evans, I think, is behind him. I mean, Samaje Perine took a lot of chunk of it, but Samaje Perine is gone. Breece Hall, he's still coming back from his injury. I would probably put him in tier 4. I like where the tier 4 is looking. Okay, we'll go to tier 4 soon. Jahmyr Gibbs. I am slowly starting to like him. I hear his schedule is easier. I'm slowly starting to like him, but I think I would put him towards the end of it because, again, he's a rookie. He's also in a committee. There's David Montgomery. Once Jameson Williams comes back, how are they going to package all these weapons? There's also Sam Laporta they drafted in second round this year. Amon is going to get his. The Sun guy is going to get his. Yeah, I have him in tier 3. He is that talented, but I think I would I maybe higher than Breece Hall, so 14. Ken Walker, I am not scared completely of him. I will take him in round 4 if he falls to me. Depends where he's falling to me. I have him higher than Dameon Pierce, Miles Sanders. Alexander Madison should be better now since they actually cut one of his backups. I like Cam Akers. J.K. Dobbins worries me. James Conner, you're falling off my draft boards because Arizona is full tank mode. Rashad White dropping. James Cook should be higher. Jonathan Taylor fell. Holy shit. For those who do not know, Jonathan Taylor is suspended for the first 4 games. Not suspended, my bad. On the PUP list. He should be suspended. He's on the PUP list. We don't know if it's injury related, but I feel the Colts basically said, if you're not going to play for us for the first 4 games, we're going to make sure you're useless and you don't get paid. I don't know if you get paid on PUP. I'm not sure exactly. But he's playing hard to get. He has no choice. Right now, Colts have all the leverage. Javonte Williams, David Montgomery, Alvin Kamara. I would have Pacheco in this one too. Yeah, I would have Pacheco if you want to take out James Conner and Rashad White. You would take out Dalvin Cook. Can make a case to be in here. Because I don't know if Brees Hall is completely healthy, and I'm just gonna talk to like tier 5 because tier 6 and stuff. Honestly speaking, these are just sleeper. Alvin Kamara, we'll see comes back. We don't know how he's gonna be. Carr, he might be good, but then you also have Jamal Williams. Where is he? Right here. Don't sleep on my dude, man. Don't sleep. Everybody keeps sleeping on him every single year, but he always exceeds his ADP. AJ Dillon as well too. He gets 200 plus carries. Brian Robinson, this dude came back from 2 bullets. I trust this dude. Herbert, I think he's going to be good. I will keep. I would like we should do a top 30 list later on, but this is not a bad tier list how they have it. I feel this is in line with a lot of what people feel. In consensus wise, I think they did a good job. Let's see about wide receivers right now. Stephon Diggs did. Okay, so this is how it should be. Tier God JJ. Then tier 1 should be Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, and Cooper Kupp. I don't know why Stephon Diggs keeps getting slept on. This dude is always, always, always consistent. He's more consistent than the majority of the players. Please give the respect he deserves. Put him in tier 1. He deserves to be there with Hill, Kupp, Chase. I don't think I need to see more. They're going to be electric. Tier 2. This is where we kind of differ. I would put the Sun God in tier 3. And you're going to be like, whoa, why him? Because he is going to be fighting for targets after Jameson Williams comes back from week 6. I think because Williams was hurt and coming back from his rookie, it was his rookie year and coming back from his injury and trying to like adjust to NFL speed, Sun God still ate a lot. But now they have Laporta, Gibbs, Jameson Williams. They're going to be so many targets to I don't think he's going to get all the bulk. He's still going to be good. Like a borderline wide receiver 1 every week, like high upside wide receiver 2 starting week 6 or week 7. But I'm pushing him down to tier 3. You could say disrespect, but it's just what I feel, and I'm going with that. CeeDee Lamb, yes, CeeDee Lamb was great last year, especially when Dak came back. With Brandon Cooks, I feel he'll still be good because he'll still run the slot routes. Or this also shows targets there. AJ Brown, I like AJ Brown. I think AJ Brown's right behind Diggs. I think he's gonna have a great year. Last year, the Eagles were so good that they didn't play in the fourth quarter of a lot of games. So I don't think they're going to be as good. There's going to be a lot of teams scripted against them. They're going to figure out how to stop them and keep it very close. I think Eagles are still going to be one of the better teams in NFL. They just have, as a Giants fan, I fucking hate them so much. But at the same time, they're so already, what's the word I'm looking for? They're already set up for success for a long time. Not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl, but they already went to the Super Bowl once. They also have a young team, and they keep drafting every single fucking Georgia Bulldog motherfuckers. Sorry for cursing. But Eagles basically have, I can't believe they got Jalen Carter, man. How did the league allow it? They just got better, and they lost key players and still retained young talent to replace those key players. It annoys me how well they draft, how well they sign free agents. They do a good job. I'm excited for Giants and Joe Shane. He is going to do a marvelous job. I think Giants have the window of Super Bowl coming very, very, very soon. I feel it as a fan. Drifting off topic, let's get back to this. AJ Brown, I think, is going to be great. I think he's going to get a lot of targets, at least catch about 90 to 100. He's going to get double-digit touchdowns. He's going to exceed 1,400 yards. I think he's going to be the wide receiver 1 weekly, top 5 upside every single week. He's in a great offense. Devontae Adams, wide receiver 3 last year. I don't need to say anything more. His talent is good enough for Jimmy Garoppolo to help him out. Jimmy Garoppolo just needs to find him in the middle, and then Devontae Adams will do the rest. He did so much of that last year. A lot of credit goes to Carr, saying, oh, Carr was a big part of it. Yes, Carr was a big part of it. But Adams, once he got the ball, he ran through freaking tackles. He was incredible. And Garrett Wilson. If this is a top 10, I don't, okay, Amon St. Brown, I don't have in tier 2. There's somebody else I need to put up in tier 2 for me, and I'll talk about him next. Garrett Wilson is going to have an incredible year. Aaron Rodgers is going to feed him so much. This guy is so talented that last year he played with Zach Wilson, Mike White, and I think Joe Flacco, and he was incredible. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Dude is going to eat. I freaking love him. And the person I have him 10 over here, not Amon St. Brown, is Chris Olave. This dude should have had massive amount of touchdowns. He broke free on so many 20-plus yards. He was down the field so much, so fast. He is so good. With Carr has a good deep ball. I think Olave is going to be incredible. Mike Thomas coming back is going to be decoy low because people are going to respect him. He's washed. But Olave is young. He's quick. He is going to get out. And Derek Carr is going to feed him. Olave is going to eat. After that, in tier 3, leading it off, I have Amon St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Sun God. Then I would have Jalen Waddle. Waddle is so talented, but he's a beta. He's not the alpha. He is a talented beta that could be an alpha on any team. He is a beta on his team. Tyreek Hill is the alpha. Same with Devontae Smith and T. Higgins. They all betas. And the fact that betas are going this high, you already know their share isn't going to be as high as wide receiver 1. Respectfully, I agree that they should go here. But at the same time, my mindset is, why would I target players in this range when I know for a fact other players that are going to have a higher target share and they are respectfully their team's alphas, wide receiver 1s like DK Metcalf, Calvin Ridley, Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, DJ Moore. I mean, I wouldn't take them over like Devontae Smith or Jalen Waddle, T. Higgins. But Calvin Ridley, he has to prove it. He has proven it when he was with the Falcons, but I guess he has to reprove it, so I guess not. So tier 3 kind of makes sense. I like Keenan Allen and Amari Cooper. I like him as much as Devontae Smith, T. Higgins, Jalen Waddle. Like, I feel you need to place those wide receivers. Like Amari Cooper last year, but nobody was a wide receiver 10. This dude quietly just had a great year. And with Watson coming back and actually knowing the system, I think we're forgetting how talented Watson really is. He is incredibly talented. He's going to make sure Amari Cooper is going to get a lot of his money's worth. And there's nobody there. Even Elijah Moore. Okay, Elijah Moore is there, but he just got to the system. Amari Cooper was already there last year and it was killing it. So I trust Amari Cooper more. Keenan Allen, Mr. Old, Wise, and Reliable. I think he is, the first time he got hurt in a very long time, he's been very consistent. Just last year, Chargers from the get-go had a shitty year. So this year, it should be better. I am looking forward to Keenan Allen doing crazy work. DK Metcalf, what a prototype wide receiver. He's freaking incredible. He is brolic, but he's very boom and bust. And I understand why people stay away from him, but the talent is there. I mean, Geno Smith, he is going to get better. He's going to get more comfortable. This offense got better. They got JSN. They drafted Zach Charbonnet. Was it Ken Walker? They have Tyler Lockett. They have a lot of weapons. They also have Noah Fant. We keep forgetting about him. Remember, Broncos traded there. So there are a lot of options there. So tier 3 is up to you. I would put Calvin Ridley, Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper in up there. Deebo Samuel, I am not high on. I think he should be round 5, tier 5. I think Ayuk should be higher. DJ Moore has done nothing in the NFL. I have DJ Moore in a league. I got him in the 6th round in a PPR league. But DJ Moore with the Panthers, 1,000 yards for a touchdown, like I think 2-3 years in a row. He's going into a system. The quarterback doesn't throw that much. like last year. I don't understand why people think Justin Fields is randomly gonna throw for 3K yards. This dude is run first, and I don't think he has a great like arm to deliver to any of his receivers. He had freaking Darnell Mooney, Allen Robinson, Cole Clement, David Montgomery. He had weapons, not the greatest, not like DJ Moore. Even when Chase Claypool came after the bye week, Claypool is decent enough to supplement even the average quarterback. He was making Big Ben look good. So I don't think Fields is a good enough quarterback to justify DJ Moore being elite or even tier 4 ahead of a lot of people. DeAndre Hopkins, I think he respectfully gets it. He could be in tier 4. He should be. His talent is there, but I don't know if it's going to be Levis or it's going to be Ryan Tannehill. Not sure who. Drake London, his profile is off the chart. But I don't know if Falcons are a throwing team. I like the player, but I don't like the system, if that makes sense. It's more of a run first mentality. They're going to run like 600 times this year. Even if London gets like 20 targets, 20% of the targets, are they going to be good targets? Like, they're going to be. I don't know if he's going to have to fight for yards. That's for sure. I don't know if it's going to be sustainable. And I just worry that his talent is there, but is the person that's throwing to him is not as talented. With Christian Watson, he could be good. Jordan Love, a former first overall, he's a first rounder, and we don't know what he really holds. This is the first time he's really getting a full offseason where he's the starter. We don't know if it's Dobbs. We don't know if it's him. We're hearing noises. I know last year when he came out, he had like 7 touchdowns and like 600 yards. He had like massive blowout weeks when he was healthy and he was great. But that was also Rodgers throwing it. Are we really betting that Packers hit gold for the 3rd time in a row? Brett, Aaron, Jordan. I'm not going to bet. I'm not going to think they hit goal again. I really don't think so. He has to prove it to me. I don't know if I would take Watson. I don't think I would take Hopkins, Moore, Debo, McLaurin over Ayuk. Godwin, I think, is going to have a good year. Godwin is a talented receiver, and I think out of everybody on that team, he is the most likely to succeed because there's no O-line. Baker loves slot receivers. So I think Godwin is going to get a lot of carries, and he's coming back from his ACL. He should be better. He's 1 year out. Tyler Lockett is reliable. He knows he just stays healthy because he doesn't take the foolish hits. He will get you the yards. After he's done that, he'll just basically fall down. He always thinks about safety first, and he's a very smart player, so he has a lot of threat on his tires. DJ, I love DJ. I can't believe he got 0 touchdowns last year. I just cannot believe that dude should have had so much more. I think with Pickett being 1 year better, and they did invest a lot in the O-line, DJ is going to get a lot. And people sleep on him. They're like, oh, George Pickens is the dude. Go look at his stats and go look at how much separation. DJ used to make so much separation. It's insane how much he got open. Pickens had to fight for 50-50 ball. That means Pickens couldn't get separated. He was winning the 50-50 ball. DJ, on the other hand, wide open. Just sucked that he got no touchdowns. I would have him higher. Mike Williams, when healthy, this dude is dynamic. He is one of those wide receivers that just wins the routes. And with Herbert, I think people are sleeping on him. I think he's going to pay off his ADP. Get him. Scary Terry, isn't he hurt? I wouldn't, bet on wide receivers that already have injury right now, especially too close to the season week when starting. Tends to linger. Hamstring injuries tend to linger if you don't give it proper chance to heal. I will stay away from that. Just like Jerry Jeudy, I will stay away from Jerry Jeudy. Christian Kirk. Yeah, that's a toughie. I'll leave that to you guys. Mike Evans, I love the dude. 31 years old. But O-line took a hit, and it's Baker. I don't know. Hollywood Brown. Kyler Murray's already on the pup. Cards are like on fire sale right now, so you tell me. Michael Pittman had a lot of targets last year, but it's Anthony Richardson. We don't know if he's going to give him the good targets. I don't know. Our Colts gonna be good. It's, JT is in there. Like, there's so much drama. George Pickens, he has hands, but he doesn't have space. Even in preseason when he caught the touchdown, it was like he mossed it, but he didn't really have space. Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison is somebody I thought the Giants should take. I'm happy with Deontay Banks and Jalen Hyatt. I freaking love that dude. That dude is gonna be electric. Jordan Addison is going to get a lot of targets because Adam Thielen is gone. He's going to be wide receiver 2 right from the start, especially in the offense that is very pass heavy. Dalvin Cook is gone. Jordan Addison is going to be good. Gabe Davis, man, I love this dude. He should be in tier 5 too. Last year he had a lot of injuries. People are like, oh, he's not that good. Gabe Davis and Courtland Sutton, they should get higher because Jerry Jeudy's hurt. Courtland Sutton is going to get a lot of target. Like Mario Mims and Sutton are going to eat so much from Russell Wilson. I would put them higher. Gabe Davis, a wide receiver 2 in a very elite offense. When Allen's healthy, Diggs is healthy, this team is going to be good. I think Gabe Davis is going to break out this year. I would have him in tier 5. I know I said we're stopping in tier 5, but I want to talk about few players, especially certain sleepers and people I would definitely target and people I'm targeting throughout the whole thing. Gabe Davis, I love that dude, like his tier 5. JSN, he is back in practice now. Target him. Zay Flowers, target him. Burks, target him because he is a round 1 player in second year now. He should be better. Just like Jahan Dotson. Where is Jahan Dotson? Did I miss Jahan Dotson? Imagine they don't have Jahan Dotson. Or he like fell. Yeah, I don't see Jahan Dotson. Oh, right here. Ha! I'm blind. Yeah, Jahan Dotson. Okay, Sam Howell, I'm not sold on him. So, everybody, up to you, whatever you want to do. Elijah Moore, I think he's going to pay off his ADB. Juju Smith, he should get a lot of targets in the pass offense, but again, this is Mac Jones. I don't know. Sky Moore should be higher. I am so big on this dude this year. Sky Moore is going to be the wide receiver 1 for Patrick Mahomes. Like, this guy's a second round pick, and he was killing it towards the end. I think Mahomes likes this dude. I know they want Kadarius Toney, but this dude is never going to stay healthy. Never. Giants fan, I know this dude is a bum. Not going to stay healthy. I will take him higher. Yeah, this is a good tier list. Like, I'm surprised that Fantasypros has a good tier list. Let's see. Look at quarterbacks now. I would have Joe Burrow higher. Joe Burrow is healthier now. I would have definitely Joe Burrow higher. I think Herbert is going to... Okay, so how I am going to be doing this, and I'm going to say it right now, I don't think Jalen Hurts, fantasy-wise, fine. He has the best offense. He has the rushing ability, and he has a lot of fucking amazing weapons. So Jalen Hurts can belong in tier 1, but I'm also putting Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert. In Kellen Moore's offense, Justin Herbert is going to throw for 5K yards, 40 touchdowns. He's going to go off. He's going to have an MVP type season, like Patrick Mahomes season. He has the weapons. He is set up to have that season. I am taking him there. If I see quarterbacks flying in round 2 and round 3, I am going to pull the trigger on Justin Herbert. Depending where I'm drafting, but one of the leagues I was in, a quarterback started flying. Like Jalen Hurts was like 201. I took Herbert in the round. I took him in round 5. I will take him wherever he falls. This dude is going to have a killer year. Tier 2, that's insane. He should not be tier 2. Not at all. He belongs higher. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to have a great year. Justin Fields, man, these running quarterbacks, they're good in fantasy, but I want to sustain success, weekly success, because running quarterbacks won't make mistakes, fumble, interceptions, whatever. And when it comes to playoffs, I want to draft reliable players, especially the captains of my team, the quarterbacks. Like 2 leagues so far I have done drafting. I have Justin Herbert and Josh Allen. That's all I'm going to say. These are the best quarterbacks to take because they're going to consistently give you the best freaking numbers week in, week out. Patrick Mahomes. I am not going to take a quarterback until like especially Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen until round 3. That's where I think they go, because there's other players that have a little bit more value, especially when you're building a team. If I take Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen in round 2, then I'm gonna miss out on, like, let's see the overall talent here. Where am I? So where is it? Patrick Mahomes is going 25. Josh Allen is going 27. And Jalen Hurts, okay, so 25, 26, 27. They're going right around each other. So so right here, 24. If I take any one of these in round 2, from anywhere here, look, all these players, I feel like except for Ramondre Stevenson, yeah, I cannot justify taking a quarterback in early to. I don't think I could justify taking quarterback in round 2. It's just me. I cannot. I feel I'll get more value later on, in terms of I could get better players here for other position of need, and then attack. Like, if people are going quarterbacks, that I can wait for better players to fall. That means good players are going to come into my lap. Like, I think when Jalen Hurts, Allen, and Mahomes went in round 2, I ended up getting Chris Olave in round 3. Like, Chris Olave, who I have as a top 10 wide receiver, I got in round 3. Like, it pays off. So, quarterback like Mahomes, it pays off. Mahomes is incredible. Josh Allen's incredible. Joe Burrow is incredible. Justin Herbert's incredible. I think these 5 belong in tier 1 together, with Mahomes being in his own tier, like tier God, just like JJ. Mahomes deserves to be there. He's incredible. But in fantasy, rushing quarterbacks have more upside. That's why Allen finished number 1 twice. Allen could also do that. There's a lot of noise saying Bills might be done. This is their last year, so Allen might prove it, because Diggs was already fed up with them. Then tier 2, you have Lamar, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence. I don't know if Justin Fields, I have him in tier 2. I just don't see him having a successful year like last year. I think he's going to be a bust. I have Daniel Jones higher. People are sleeping on my dude DJ. This dude is going to finish top 7 this year. I am fully committed to it. He is so talented. I even doubted him, but he's set up for success with Brian Daboll, Barkley, Waller, Hyatt, Shep, Hodgins. He is in the best situation he has ever been in. The same OC, the same coach, same team, better O-line, better weapons, better defense, same defensive coordinator, and like everything same for the first time. And last year he was, I think, quarterback 8. This dude's ceiling, I think that was his floor. His ceiling is top 5 now. Like, I think he can do that. I think he can have that, especially with everything they have. Oh, man, this Giants team is going to be fun. I have in tier 2. You can call it bias. Do whatever you want. I'm letting you know how it is. Watson as well. People are forgetting he's talented as hell. I'd rather have Watson than have Fields in this, because Watson has done it. He can throw. He can run. I think everybody else, like Dak, Tua, Kirk. I would have Tua below Kirk. I would have Geno higher. I would have Rodgers higher. Anthony Richardson lower. I would have Carr and Wilson higher than Anthony Richardson. I understand it's, again, Cam Newton, rushing ability. But are Cole's going to be good? Like, I feel they're going to just put somebody on the quarterback and just let him stay there. They're just going to keep a sleeper on him. So, quarterbacks, I kind of don't agree with. Let's go to tight end. Darren Waller should be in tier 1. He's going to finish top 3, maybe 2. That's what I'm saying. TJ Hawkinson, he was tight end 1 or top 5 only once in 8 weeks. No thanks. George Kittle should be better than him. He was better than him last year. I think he finished like tight end 3. Dallas Goedert is good. Evan Ingram, a lot of mouths to feed. I would have Njoku higher. I think Njoku belongs in tier 2. Kyle Pitts has a lot of talent. He hasn't paid off yet. You have tier 3. I would put Pat Freiermuth. Didn't they also draft another tight end there? I feel like they drafted some Darryl Washington or something last year. So there might be mouths to feed over there. Schultz, Higbee, Clement, Kincaid, Everett. I would have Everett up there too. Yeah, this is pretty good. Yeah, so I am actually surprised. I'm really surprised. Fantasy Pros actually had a very good ADP. Usually they don't have great ones. We're gonna actually keep this on records, and we're gonna come back at the end of the year and see how accurate they were, how much they actually hit, how much they actually missed. It's gonna be great to do it. Even me myself, I'm taking Barkley anywhere from 4 to 12, wherever I am. I'm taking that dude. I think he's gonna finish top one. At his position, especially with everything he has. There's a lot of people I'm a sleeper. I mean, there's sleepers I'm very high on. We'll talk about that later. So that was Fantasy Pros. Next time we're gonna do headliners and other ADPs, and we're going to learn and understand them. I'll break things down. Thank you so much for stopping by. What is your favorite platform? What ADP do you use? Are you drafting on Yahoo, Sleeper, ESPN, NFL? Let me know. Fantasy football season's here. I'm excited. Thank you so much for dropping by. This is Big Blue Fantasy. Like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.